Jordan and Kyla Grizzard, thank you for joining me in this beautiful space today.
Absolutely.
Of course.
It's very theatrical.
It's beautiful.
And we want to talk about your background. Jordan, you were a soloist in Carnegie Hall. Kayla, you have an extensive off-Broadway background. You were called back for Wicked on
that was
Broadway,
a cool day. Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
So what was it like? At that point, you're in New York City. I'm just going back a few years.
Yeah.
We're just diving in.
Yeah.
Give us the behind the scenes of what theater's like in the Big Apple.
Theater is amazing. It's actually a really, really small community of people. And so kind of everybody knows of everyone, which is really, really fun. And I would say, although I was a part of it, like I never did Broadway, but so many friends on Broadway. And so you got to go to shows and go to the after parties and opening nights, and the energy of the Broadway community is so incredible. So it was a really tight-knit community, very encouraging and loving. They really are kind of like their own family away from family, which is great.
You're in this community and really getting accomplished in New York City. You have two beautiful daughters.
I do.
Yeah.
And then you moved to Northwest Arkansas. What was the allure of joining us here in Bentonville?
I'll be honest, we were nervous. We had no intention of leaving. COVID hit, which changed everybody's plans all over the world. The Lord opened up a door for us to come here, and we were very, very nervous that what's it going to be like.
We'd never been.
And what's been really cool is the last 3 years, the opportunities, the people here, the community, there's space to build here that maybe is a little more difficult in New York because things are already established. There is still so much room here to explore and to branch out and to start new things. And you look around this city and there's building, everything's going up, and it's cool to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And we love our church family here is incredible. So I think at first we were nervous, and it really has been a beautiful season for not just our family, but also our passions for art and for music and for theater. So
Is this home now?
It's becoming.
It really has become home.
I think it's the people more than anything. I was super nervous. I'd literally never been in Arkansas before when we came in what's called in view of a call, or kind of our interview process for a job. And they said Arkansas, and I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We were in Dallas before New York, and I love big cities and energy and all the things. But when we came, it felt right. It felt right for our season of life. And the more that we've been around, yes, our church, but also the artistic community here, I'm like, man, we can really build something really special or be a part of what's being built. And that was really exciting for us.
Yeah.
Now, Jordan, you're the worship pastor at the biggest church in the region.
I think.
I'm not sure.
It sure looks
I'm
like
not
the
sure.
biggest church
It's
in
a
the
big
region.
church, yes.
Yeah.
And I've been told by Aaron, who's off camera right now, that it is a theatrical performance at times, that the music is amazing. The Christmas program was just second to none. Was that part of your vision coming here, is to bring some of that, magic from New York City here?
Wow. What a unique question. I don't know if I got to come be a part of an incredible team. I'm one of many leaders and worship pastors, and the men and women I get to serve with are incredible. And they were already, the excellence factor that they were already doing was at a high level. So, it is a passion to do art well. I think when we do anything as Christ followers, as Jesus followers, I think everything we do needs to be at a high level because he deserves the best that we have.
Kayla, you left New York and you didn't leave the love of theater. You brought it here, and I know you personally. You carry it around town with you wherever you are. You're handing out flyers, and you just kind of bring it with you.
There's a lot of flyers at the farmers market.
You're working to build something here.
Yeah.
What are we missing here, and what are you trying to build?
So our goal is to bring out-of-town professionals that maybe typically you'd have to travel to New York to go see, but we're going to bring it here so you don't have to buy a plane ticket. And then also empower local artists and put them together on one stage for the betterment of our community and for the exposure of our art form.
So, go ahead.
No, I agree.
So you started Perry Ryan Theater Company.
I did.
Did I get that right? Perry Ryan Theater.
Yep.
It's a professional theater company, and you've put on 2 shows.
Yeah.
Broadway in Bentonville and from Broadway with Love, which is the one I saw, and you guys were amazing.
Thank you.
We're going to show some clips of that.
Oh, good.
Cool.
But tell me the response you got as you're, promoting these shows and then putting them on. I will say afterwards, people were thrilled.
Oh, good.
Yes. So
yay.
what did you hear?
Well, from our first show from Broadway, yes,
Broadway in
Broadway in Bentonville, that was kind of our tester. Like I am an actress. I'm a trained actress. I've never produced work before. So that was I've put on cabarets in New York, and that a lot of artists do that. So we basically did that here. And people responded really, really well. We sold out that show. We did it at Thaden, partnered with Thaden, which was amazing, and sold it out. People bought tickets and were really excited, and they got on our newsletter because they wanted to know what was next. So we got to meet with local community leaders, and they jumped on board to partner, and we were able to do our next show, which was for Broadway with Love. And we were so incredibly blessed and honored because we were able to have 2 Broadway professionals that I never would have dreamed would have said yes to us. One was Erin LaCroix, who played Christine in Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. And then somehow I got the phone number for the music director for Wicked on Broadway, Dan Michike. And he agreed to come and play the whole show with us. And so just a dream, an absolute dream. And it was an incredible night. And the community has responded really well, really encouraging.
I was told that one of the last times you two sang together
The last time.
was at church,
Yeah.
and the power went out, and the show continues as it should in
Sure.
the spirit of theater.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah.
What a morning! What a morning! Yeah, we have 2 services at the Pinnacle Hills campus where I get to lead week in and week out. And at 9:30 service, we actually take the message from Springdale campus where our pastor speaks, and then he travels up to 11 and preaches live most of the time. And one of our kids pulled the fire alarm. Oh. And there's a fail-safe that happens to be able to communicate clearly. When that is pulled, the power in the media room and the stage shuts off. So you are unable to do anything at that point. And we're spending the next 30 minutes trying to get it back on, and it wouldn't come back on. So we decided, you know what, we're gonna keep on moving. We rolled out a grand piano. I had an acoustic guitar. Her and I sang together. And then what happened, it was a really beautiful day. Like the whole church, you could hear every voice singing louder than I had heard them sing since I've been there, 3 years in. It was a really special worship moment for our church, and I feel like the Lord was really glorified in that.
I think it's one of my favorite
moment.
Sundays that we've ever experienced at Cross, actually. It was really
It's
sweet.
also really special because, with what came up with her health, we didn't know when she'd be able to sing again or if she'd be able to sing again. So to have that be the last moment to sing together, it was really special, really beautiful.
Let's talk about why that was your last moment to sing together. So you are battling.
I'm healed.
I'm
healed. I have won.
Yes. Okay.
I actually on May 24th I had surgery that took out my thyroid because I was battling thyroid cancer, and I apparently just did not hear this before the surgery, but the likelihood for me never being able to sing again was probable, and the whole thing was just a walking by faith opportunity. But that Sunday was so special because that's how Jordan and I have always kind of led worship in our smaller churches, was just us. Just us with an acoustic guitar and maybe keys. And it was a really sweet gift because in my mind I was really trying to stay in the moment, but afterwards I was thinking that likely could be the last time that I'll ever sing with Jordan and lead worship in this capacity. And that was really sweet. And I'm not going to lie, I may have gone back and listened to a little bit of From Broadway with Love, knowing that the art form that I love so dearly, I might not be able to sing again and be a part of it again in that capacity. But my surgeon, when I woke up that day, came into my room and he said a miracle was done and my voice is fine. We'll sing again after some recovery, but it should come back. So we're really grateful.
How can we support you two in Perry Ryan Theater and promoting the arts here in Bentonville?
buy tickets. Genuinely, that's the best way to support the arts, is anytime that you have an opportunity to share for us on social media, to purchase tickets. Yes, please come send your kids to camp. That is an amazing way you can support us. And you can find out all that information at perryryantheater.com, perryryantheaterco.com. And so send kids to summer camp, buy tickets for our shows, follow us and share on social media, or you can donate on our website as well. All of that will help us be able to grow the arts industry here in NWA in our own little area.